Yo, what is good everybody? It's your favorite Supreme Leader, Cameron Unt, and today we'll bring you the best shooting badges in NBA 2K23 Next Gen so you can be green bean, make your bit scream, you know what I'm saying? Before we get into it, if you guys could hit that like and subscribe button as well as comment down below green bean for the YouTube algorithm, I would really appreciate it. As you can see, I'm absolutely wet like water. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys enjoy the video and let's get straight into it. So we're going to be breaking up this video into like three kind of categories. We're going tier 3 badges, tier 2 badges, tier 1 badges, and like S tier type badges. But then we're going to be giving you some loadouts and all that kind of thing. So stay tuned and watch the whole video. Now first in our Duck Reacts type badges, we've got Loadout. Now this badge gives you an increase in the ability to make jump shots when defenders fail to contest you properly, which sounds like a good badge, right? Wrong. It doesn't give you that much of a boost at all. So in my opinion, it's not really worth equipping unless it's like one of your only tier 1 badges and you just don't really got any other options. Now, Midi Magician, everybody already greens midis with like 50 midis, so like you don't need this badge. Simple. Now, as you can see, I put Space Creator on silver because it's not just a Duck React type badge. There is a use for it. If you're trying to be like Ticino and just become a pure shot creator, then I guess it's a pretty good badge. But for your average person that isn't shooting like crazy fadeaways and step back type shots, then you don't really need this badge. It's kind of a waste of space, just like having Dylan Brooks on your roster. Now next, this is a bit of a controversial one to put in this Duck Reacts type category, but it's Agent 3, and I'm only putting that here simply because most people aren't hitting faders even with this badge. If you're hitting faders, then obviously it's a tier 1 badge, but if you're not like that, you're not him. Blood, don't even bother equipping it. Next we move on to our tier 2, which are kind of like our Cash Nasty badges, you know. We're still at the Hooper category. We're not a Hooper yet, but we're definitely better than Duck React. So first off, we got Claymore, and me personally, I used to run this badge a lot. It gives you a slight boost when you like hold the ball for a little bit before you shoot, or when you're like standing still, pretty much catch and shoots where you're not moving around. And it gives you a little bit of a decent boost. I find I hit shots a lot better when I've got this badge and it's actually activating. However, why do you want to be waiting around to take your shots? I would much rather badges that allow me to hit my shots quicker so that I can actually get my shots off better. That's why it's a tier 2 badge. Next we got Clutch, Shooter, and Blood. I know you ain't clutch, so that's why you kind of need this badge. Now with all these tier 2 kind of badges that I'm going to be going off next, I like to have most of them on just like bronze or silver depending on how many shooting badges you get. Like Clutch Shooter, you're not going to put it Hall of Fame because why the hell would you need a Hall of Fame? You're not going to be in clutch situations all the time. But it's nice to have it like bronze or silver to give you a big boost in those clutch moments. Now everything I just said applies the exact same to Comeback Kid, so I'm not going to go over that. Then we have Corner Specialist. Now this is a little controversial one, not putting this in tier 1, because when I'm in the corner with this badge high, you know it's wet like water. But apparently 2K Labs said this badge, like they did their actual testing and sciencey nerdy type stuff, and it turns out this badge isn't really even that effective in the corner. You can see the charts on the screen, so that's why it's here. Next we got Slippery Off Ball. Now this badge kind of just allows you to get open. It gives you those kind of like blow by, push your player off you type of animations when you're moving around off the ball. So it's a pretty solid badge. However, is it really worth putting up to Hall of Fame? I'd say probably not, unless you're a slasher and somehow you can get it Hall of Fame. But yeah. Next we have Amped, and this allows you to hit shots when you're tired. If you're a dribble god, you need this badge. If you're not a dribble god, you don't need that badge. Because I know after be doing all those Steezo combos and stuff, you may not use your adrenaline bar, but best believe you've got no stamina, okay? You're blinking red, you're looking like Duck Reacts, you're on the Gatorade symbol, you're plate cleaner like Gideon, you got this. You need this badge to be able to shoot when you've got no stamina, okay? So if you're a dribble god, equip this badge. If you're not, don't worry about it. Now we got our Hooper type badges, you know what I'm saying? So we're starting off with, obviously we gotta go Limitless Range. You know what I'm saying? Unlimited range allows you to shoot from deep. If you're a dribble god, even if you're not, even if you're a catch-up, spot-up shooter and you got a lot of shooting badges, this is always a fire badge. The only problem with it is no matter what type of build you make, it's always going to be a tier 3 badge. So you need a lot of shooting badges to be able to actually get it. If you can core it, then that's kind of clutch because that saves you like 8 badge points. but it's a trek to grind. Obviously, extending the range allows you to spread the floor more. It gives you way more space from your defender. If your defender has to come all the way that deep, you're going to get blow-bys, you're going to get easy dunks and all that kind of stuff. It's actually a game-changing type badge, but the only reason I didn't put it in S tier is because of how much badge it requires, and realistically, not many people are going to have enough badge points to really be able to utilize it. Next, we got Agent 3. As I said at the start, this is the top cheeser badge in the game. You know what I'm saying? You'd be looking like a rat with this type of badge. But, yeah, Agent 3 is super cheese. It allows you to hit crazy faders, especially if you get a Hall of Fame or gold. But it's the exact same problem with Limitless Range. You take so many badge points to actually be able to get it, as it's pretty much always a tier 3 badge. And you kind of need such a high 3-point to actually be able to utilize it. That's really the only problem with these two badges. But yeah, if you can use them both and have that many shooting badges with a high 3-point shot and you're wet like water, then yeah, this is a crazy badge. You already know, I don't got to explain that to you. Next, we're moving into our demigod type badges. You know what I'm saying? This will put you in the GOAT status. But first of all, we got Green Machine. Yeah, pretty much if you green a shot, your next shot has a higher chance of being green. And considering everyone greens everything in this game, because all you got to do is time your shot perfectly to green, which isn't that hard in this game, then yeah, your next shot's gonna have a crazy boost. If you keep getting greens, your green window goes insane. So yeah, this is like a top tier badge that every single shooter needs. It should be one of those badges that like super prioritizing to chuck as many points into it as possible. Because, you know, you gotta be green B, make your bit scream! Come on now! But yeah, then we got Catch and Shoot. I don't gotta explain this. Everyone wants to be wet like water, cash money. Everyone chuck this badge up like as quickly as they can get it. It should be like the first badge you prioritize in terms of shooting badges, because catch and shoots are just super important for like anyone. Even if you have a ridiculously high 3, if you have a low 3, it's going to give you good boost pretty much all the time. Then last but certainly not least, we got Volume Shooter Hall of Fame. Okay, if you're taking more than a couple shots a game, especially in rec or even park, like it activates with your second shot pretty much, it gives you crazy boost. Everyone needs this badge. It helps you in so many different circumstances. So yeah, if you want to let that thing drop, then you need this badge. Now, if you're an absolute mad dog type shooting build, crazy high 3-point shot with a lot of shooting badges, as you can see, this is 35 shooting badges, which if you're a try-hard sweat is not that crazy. If let's say you started off with 29 badges, you get your rebirth badges, you get your couple level 39 badges, you know, you get your level 40 badges, all that kind of thing. 35 badges is not that crazy. But realistically, if you're a crazy 3-point shooter, I would be looking at something like this. You know, you got Agent 3 because you're really built like that. Limitless Range, Hall of Fame, just be fading from everywhere. Green Machine, Catch and Shoot, Amped, Volume Shooter, all Hall of Fame, get them as high as you can. And then a couple of those extra little badges to help you in certain scenarios. You go Corner Specialist, Silver, Comeback Kid, Clutch Shooter, Claymore, Bronze. You could even chuck on Slippery Off Ball, maybe make some sacrifices there. But yeah, if you really like that, wet like water, then this is a crazy badge setup. Now, if you're a sharp lock like me, then I'd probably do something like this. 24 shooting badges is pretty much what I have, I think. So yeah, as you can see, I chuck up Catch and Shoot as high as I can get, Green Machine as high as I can get, Volume Shooter as high as I can get, then like Corner Specialist, pretty much as high as I can get, Claymore, chuck that up a little bit. See, I got Clutch Shooter and Comeback Kid on Bronze, and then Slippery Off Ball and Silver. You'd be surprised how many badges you guys can actually get once you start coring your Hall of Fame badges, especially if they're tier 2 or tier 3. Yeah, you can end up getting a lot of good shooting badges. So this is kind of what I would do. And then last but not least, if I really didn't have that many shooting badges, I couldn't really get Hall of Fame badges. This is pretty much how I do it. As you can see, chuck that Catch and Shoot, Green Machine, Volume Shooter up as high as I can, Corner Specialist as high as I can. And yeah, I mean, you can kind of just see on the screen how I kind of do it. You can see this barely uses any badges. But yeah, man, if you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. If you watched all the way to the end, comment down, let that thing drop. Shout out also if you know what that's from, or who that's from. Not OGs, man. But hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and I'm out. See ya.